against Sparty. A lot of people think it might be a blowout. Is this game competitive in your eyes?
For Kansas to blow them out, they're going to have to guard. I don't think that they're playing defense at a level to like blow out a high quality team yet. Is Michigan State a high quality team? I don't know. I have plans to watch their tape on the plane tomorrow as I'm flying to Atlanta. I haven't catch Sparty yet, but Tom Izzo is always going to have at least a respectable team. So we'll see. But Kansas does have a ton more firepower. Last year the depth was pretty bad for KU. They've got dudes coming off the bench now. Zeke Mayo has been really, really good. Ryland Griffin can really shoot the ball. AJ Storrs coming off the bench. I don't think he's quite on the same page as all the guys yet, but he had some moments against Carolina and started to get downhill. Bill Self wants him to be a slashing, downhill driver, get offensive rebounds, that kind of stuff. I think he's maybe starting to get through to him, so we'll see. But KU should win this game fairly easily, but I do think Kansas defensively, Hunter Dickinson's got to be better in ball screens. They've got to step it up on that end. Quick guards have bothered them so far, and I know Michigan State does have some of those. So we'll see, but I do expect Kansas to win this game.
You've seen them, Ant. You've seen Tom Izzo over the years. Certainly, you've talked a lot of Big Ten. Their roster, it should be a mismatch. I mean, Michigan State isn't what it used to be. Where is Izzo in his career, in this game, going in? Is he stubborn? Is he refusing to adapt? Will he? What is Michigan State basketball while the world has changed in 2024?
Yeah, gonna be honest. Michigan State basketball really hasn't been the same since Cassius Winston and Xavier Tillman left. And then you have the game changing with NIL and the portal, and he doesn't recruit portal that hard. He also doesn't recruit internationally, what you see a lot of teams doing. So I think he's going to have to start dipping into one of those pools a little bit harder. But like overall, they have a this is going to be a big test for them. Both backcourt and front court. Their front court with Xavier Booker, who is a former 5-star, who played very off and on, inconsistent last year, but this season the coach has given him a very, very long leash. The 5 spot is going to be interesting tomorrow, bro. I'm not going to lie. You have Simone Zapala, who started double-digit games for Longwood. He's probably going to start tomorrow on Hunter. He's about 7 foot, 245. But the best option, in my opinion, there is going to be Jackson Kohler. Kohler's about 6'9". Not sure how they're going to guard Hunter. Also, from a backcourt standpoint, you have Jaden Akins, who's always been basically the third guard in the offense the last 3 years, who is now being asked to carry a load, right? And we'll see how that does, especially when you're playing a team who knows exactly who you have. Like if you stop Frankie Fiddler and you stop Jaden Akins, it's going to be hard for them just to score the ball. But the overall frustration, I think, comes from just talking with Michigan State fans is we're not seeing the typical Michigan State 5, and we're not seeing the typical Michigan State lineups. Like they haven't had a first round pick since Bridges, Jaren Jackson. Was that like 2017, 2018?
It's been a minute.
It's been a long It's been a long time, and that's crazy to even think about. So, you have to do one or the other. You have to be able to, you can go out and get a good freshman like this year. Jace Richardson is very, very good. Jason Richardson's son, very good player, lefty guard coming off the bench. But like right now, their point guard play, Jeremy Fears, good player. But I would have brought in one more point guard, one more on-ball guard to really push him in practice and just be some type of insurance for that backcourt. But it's This game is going to show a lot, and I agree with CJ. Where we're going to learn a lot about this team for sure. We're going to learn, hey, how good this backcourt is, and we're going to learn, can this front court. Like, you're not going to stop Hunter, but in terms of just containing the Kansas front court, if they can do that, I think that's going to set up Michigan State for a much better year than I thought for sure.
Yeah, we kind of analyze everything. I agree with the guys. I think this is going to show us Izzo's continuity, no portal, because there's 5 guys that played last year, and then there's 4 guys that played in the win against Kentucky 2 years ago. So maybe that experience and that the bright lights won't be so bright for them, and they keep it close. But on paper, man, Kansas should roll. But you never can doubt a Michigan State team, as we kind of saw in the tournament last year, and certain games where we counted them out and then they kind of rose back to life.